What's good? It's Stormy B Man, and I'm back with another Stormy B Man's briefs. This time, the focus is on Bob Arum, who has declared Inoue as the best fighter he's ever seen. Now, take in mind that Bob is 90 plus years old, a man who should have long been retired himself, and for the lack of wanting to leave anything on the table, meaning money, he's still hanging around in the sport. However, when you talk about a fighter like Monster Inoue from Japan, who's presently 27-0 with 24 KOs, this young fighter, to be marked as the best fighter that Bob has ever seen, I understand that's a cross promoter trying to do his best to put some heat behind Inoue to make the public sentiment take interest. But this is another ridiculous statement, because you recall he recently in the past few years talked and spoke of Vasyl Lomachenko being the best fighter since Ali. Why is it that these fighters are always equated with greatness, and the greatness that they're compared to is typically someone of, dare I say it, color? Yeah. But Arum, who has said he is the best fighter that he's seen in his 60 years in the sport in any weight, is a most ridiculous statement. But I can understand as a promoter how you want to try to really trump up your charge. But Inoue hasn't even fought great opposition that would give him an opportunity to show other aspects of his fight game outside of stopping fighters who can't take his punch. George Foreman went through the heavyweight division, taking people out, even fighters who had overcome Ali. But then when he himself faced Ali, he was stopped by Ali. So, let me say this about fighters who are now legends in the sport as their careers have gone by. The whole aspect of being able to speak of a fighter being successful and being equated with greatness, there's typically some sort of challenge that they have to overcome, a corner that they'll have to turn in their careers. Not just one time, but maybe a couple of different times, because that'll give you an insight as to what's inside of the fighter. Resiliency, the ability to adjust and adapt and overcome. Aspects amongst today's fighters that a great many of them haven't even faced. Some of them haven't faced it due to fear. The fear of losing the O. The fear of the fact that you could take a loss and you think that you lose it all. Because today, people tell you when you lose a fight, oh, you should retire. Oh, he's washed up. Oh, he's trash. These are sentiments spoken regularly, and fighters hear that. But see, it's the fighter's fault, because if you didn't participate in social media and the interaction of such foolishness, then you would rise above that, and so would the respectability factor rise above it. But as long as you're miring in the muck, what will happen is that's where people will meet you. And so when you talk about someone like Bob Arum making these type of ridiculous statements for a fighter like Inoue, just know that he's old and he's getting on. And Inoue has a career ahead of him still, that he has more challenges to face. And there are other fighters, bigger fighters, that he could face and show us what he really has inside and what he's really made of. Instead of just fighting in his own backyard, travel the world and see what it has to offer. But what do you think? Leave comments and let's discuss further. This is Stormy B Man. shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. If Inoue is the best fighter that you've ever seen, let me know in the comments section. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.